is hit deep, and that ball is gone over the back fence. The second home run for Bryce Harper today. You said it, partner. He was close. He's got his second of the spring.
What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I felt so lucky yesterday because as soon as I was about to upload, Bryce Harper hit his first home run, so I was able to get his first home run clip in the video. But then guess what? As soon as I published that video for you guys to watch, Bryce Harper actually hit his second home run of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that right now because it is a thing of beauty. So in the first one, he hit the ball out of the park. In the second home run, he literally hit the ball out of the park.
First pitch to Harper, swung on, and that one's hit to the right field, and it's hit well, and that ball is gone.
Not flinch.
2-1 pitch, and that is swung on, and that is hit deep, and that ball is gone over the back fence. The second home run for Bryce Harper today.
I am so excited for this 2019 Phillies team, and make sure you guys watch all the way till the end because what we do at the end of every MLB recap, I like to show the web gems of the week. I like to show the best home runs from the day before or the days prior, so make sure you guys stick around because there's some home runs from Real Muto, McCutcheon. There's a lot of different home runs, so stick around for that. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys a question. How many home runs do you think Bryce Harper is going to hit this year? My prediction is going to be 37 home runs, 105 RBIs to go along with a 275 batting average. If you guys have any different opinions, let me know in the comment section down below because now what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about Ichiro because there's a stat that I saw on Twitter that just I could not believe that this was actually a thing. Ichiro was a hitting machine. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bat because I need it for this demo. So when I used to play baseball, I absolutely hated facing left-handed pitchers. And now in baseball, there's a thing called the left-handed specialist because when you have a lefty versus lefty, players like Joey Gallo or Michael Conforto, their batting average against lefties is so bad. But someone like Ichiro, lefty versus lefty, for his career, he had a 329 batting average, which if you take a look at this graphic right here, he is number one against some of the greatest players and greatest hitters we've ever seen. Do you think that Ichiro is the greatest pure hitter or contact hitter of all time? We have people like Ty Cobb, Tony Gwynn, Ichiro, Wade Boggs.
Pitch from Shaw into left center. There it is. Rose has eclipsed Cobb. That's number 4.
I mean, there's so many different players that we can name as the best contact or pure hitters ever. Is Ichiro number one? Let me know in the comment section as well as how many home runs Bryce Harper is going to hit. And without further ado, let's keep on going with the news because there's a lot to talk about. All right, guys, so I'm going to need you all to do me a favor right now. Close your eyes, okay? So for all of you who have played baseball before, close your eyes because I want to picture something for you. So Johan Davis is a prospect for the Pirates. He is not supposed to be playing in spring training, but just close your eyes and imagine this. You're sitting in the dugout, you're not supposed to be playing, you have a jersey on and there's no number on your back. But then Starling Marte, the starting center fielder for the Pirates, gets injured and you now are going from the bench to center field and starting. It's insane.
The Pirates last year. He tries one toward the wall. And look at this! And a fly ball to right. Wynn carrying it, and how about a 2-homer game for this minor league player over from Pirate City.
I am so happy for this kid. He has a jersey that doesn't even have a name on the back of it. He is he's just a random at this point trying to prove himself, and he comes in with 2 dingers in his debut for spring training, and I'm just, Johan, my man. I hope that you have a great career. I hope that this is the start of something amazing because if he can keep this up, he's going to have a place. Maybe not the Pirates because Starling Marte is that guy. He's a really good center fielder, but take a look. I mean, this put a smile on my face. This was awesome. That was amazing. Again, I want to give my props to Johan Davis. We're going to stick with the Pirates because I don't know if you guys remember who this guy is. Jung Ho Kang. He actually used to be a pretty good third baseman in the league. At one point, he was probably a top 7 third baseman in all of baseball, but things got a little bit blurry with his personal life, whether it was the issues that he was dealing with in another country or whether it was his DUIs. There was just a lot of things going on. There was a really cool moment because he's back. He's playing baseball right now. He should be very productive in 2019. He had a walk-off home run that landed in a trash can. Take a look.
Toward right, and a grand slam will win it. Jung Ho Kang hits his 6th home run of the spring. It's been feast or famine for Jung Ho Kang.
That might be one of the craziest things that I've seen so far in spring training this year, but another crazy thing, Marcell Ozuna of the St. Louis Cardinals, he hit one of the craziest doubles that I've ever seen in my entire life. I really don't know how this even happened. I mean, just the spin of it. Just take a look right now, and honestly, it's just, this is baseball in a nutshell.
Ozuna fights it off on a hop, and sometimes you got to have a little luck. He'll try to make this a double.
Where it's going, but to get the grip, there we go.
Ozuna out to left field, and that ball is gone. A line.
So we've talked about Bryce Harper and his 2 home runs with the Philadelphia Phillies. We talked about how good Ichiro was against left-handed pitchers. We brought up Johan Davis hitting 2 home runs in his debut when really he wasn't even supposed to be playing, and then his teammate Jung Ho Kang coming in with a walk-off home run that landed in a trash bin. Now we're going to talk about something that everyone seems to love: money. If you guys are fans of the St. Louis Cardinals or the Tampa Bay Rays, this is going to be music to your ears. The Cardinals actually extended Paul Goldschmidt for 5 years, $120-something million. That's a lot of money. It was actually 5 years, 130. I want to make sure I get that right. And then if you're a Rays fan, Blake Snell, who actually won the American League Cy Young last year in 2018, just got a 5-year extension worth $50 million. If you guys don't know who Blake Snell is, the dude made like $520,000 last year. His home, he streams a lot on Twitch. I'll put his Twitch right here. But his setup is very basic. His home is very basic. But now with that 5-year, $50 million contract, he could probably go ahead and upgrade that PC and maybe even a setup.
The 1-2 to Machado. And the Red Sox are World Series.
I just said if you're a Cardinals or a Rays fan, you guys are going to be very happy because I had great news for you. I have some bad news for anyone that is a Brewers fan. So there's a silver lining to this. I think that this situation can still get worked out. Corey Knebel just got injured. His UCL is the main suspect. If you guys have no idea what the UCL is, it's a ligament or a tendon in your elbow. If you injure that, you end up like Matt Harvey. You end up like Shohei Ohtani. You need Tommy John surgery. So I'm hoping that Corey Knebel, I hope the diagnosis ends up going in his favor and that he doesn't need surgery, maybe just a few weeks or months off, because if they can't use Knebel, they're probably going to have to go ahead and sign Kimbrel, and that's going to be a huge check. So hopefully Knebel comes back. I'm going to be praying for him. Hopefully the baseball gods are nice to him, but if not, again, Kimbrel is still on the market. You guys can pick him up. I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade because they're both lethal. They both can throw the ball 98 miles an hour, but I don't know. Brewers fans, would you rather have a healthy Knebel or Craig Kimbrel? I guess that's kind of a hard question to ask, but yeah, there you go. Guys, I think that pretty much wraps it for today's MLB recap. We are less than 1 week away from opening day, and I just cannot contain my excitement. I'm so excited for the weather to change. I'm waking up every single morning to birds chirping, so we know that spring is fully in session. Spring break is about to start as well. I'm not sure if you guys are in spring break right now, or maybe it's next week, or maybe it was the week before, but either way, the weather is amazing. Baseball's almost here. What we're going to do to end today's video is we're going to go ahead and roll the best home runs for the last couple days, but also Harrison Bader, the center fielder for the St. Louis Cardinals, he's going to add a few web gems to the montage because this dude, he was special last year in 2018, and he's going to break out this year. So if you guys need a sleeper fantasy pick, go ahead and pick up Harrison Bader. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you slap a like on this video, subscribe for more baseball content, and let's get into the home runs and web gems.
Fowler coming in. Bader there. Bader with the defensive run save. 2018 third ailment that he had, and there's a diving catch again by Bader. And
Conforto sends one deep in the air to right. Back goes O'Brien, and Conforto has homered again to give the Mets a 2-0 lead. 5 home runs this spring for Michael Conforto. He leads the team.
And that one is swung on and hit well. Deep to left field, going back is Hernandez, but forget about it. That ball is gone. A 2-run shot for Andrew McCutchen. 5-1 Phillies.
And don't think Andrew McCutchen doesn't know that.
That one is swung on and hit well to center field. Palacios going back at the track, at the wall, and that ball is gone. The second 3-run home run of the inning. And this time it's JT Realmuto.
In that number 1 spot in the order. Nimmo sends one in the air to deep right. O'Brien back near the wall, and Brandon Nimmo has punched out a 3-run homer. 2 home runs in the inning. Conforto and Nimmo.